Fusion. The combination of multiple elements to make a new thing that is greater than the sum of its individual parts. There's a whole long pretentious spiel I can't, but we're going to cut to the chase. Tonight we're going to make General Tso's chicken tacos, and via special request by someone on YouTube named Margaret, we're also going to make a signature brand new cocktail. Roll those credits! So, the first thing we're going to do is take an onion, dice it up into bits, and then take a poblano pepper, dice that up into bits, and then put some garlic on top of that. Next up, you're going to walk over to your pan. We're going to give this time to cook down. So turn your burner on. There we go. Give it the good old Pam sprayed nonsense. And we're going to let that start to simmer. At the same time, I've preheated my oven to, honestly, it doesn't really matter, anything between 370 and 400. We're going to put these in just a moment. These are tortillas. Next up, we're going to do the actual meat itself. What I've got here is diced up chicken from the basic bitch chicken that I've made before. And then that's going to go with a mixture of chicken stock and then the fat from the basic bitch chicken that I've just poured off and kept separately. You can always tell a poor kid they know to save the grease.
You're not wrong.
I mean, it's a solid fact. I dated a bougie girl one time, and I was like, you know, I save the grease. She's like, why would I do that? And I was like, oh, we're not gonna make it, are we?
Mm-mm.
Anyway, we're gonna dump that over. It has congealed. That's because there's, you know, fat. It's cold. I just took it out of the fridge. Get that all nice and spooned in. Every bit you get in is a little bit more flavor. And then you're going to want to add in some sesame seeds. Remember, the whiter you are, the more you season. A little bit of ground ginger. And then some ground white pepper, which sounds like a filthy, filthy dance move. I would do it for you, but, you know, I can't dance. I'm sure some of you have already figured that out.
Sounds like something Mick Jagger would have done.
Definitely. It's called the ground white pepper. First you do a bunch of blow, and then you just wing it, right? Next up, we're gonna take the pan, turn the stove on, and then we're gonna dump the chicken in. It is not going, all right, fuck it, give me 1 second. That's how that's done, kids. Ow.
I want to turn the gas off.
Oh yeah, good call.
Thank you.
Only because it's you, Zach. Next up, there's enough fat in the chicken that this will all melt and congeal, so we're just going to go ahead and just spoon that in there. Mix that all around. And if it looks a little pink, that's because it is. I actually didn't cook this all the way through, so we could pan-sear it to get that sauce flavor cooked right into the chicken. If you add regular cooked chicken over the top, it'll congeal on the outside, and the inside juices are going to taste like raw chicken. Not raw, but cooked plain chicken, which is sad and unnecessary. Next, you take a pack of General Tso's chicken. You can buy this at any supermarket for about $1. It says to blend your main ingredients, use soy sauce and sugar, and we're not going to use the back of the sauce packet. We're winging it, like when Paul McCartney sings. And I'm going to just go ahead and put about, it says it needs 1 pound of chicken, about a ½ pound here, so I'm going to use half the bag. And then we're going to just lightly stir that up. Now, when you got powder like this in water, don't stir it too aggressively, otherwise the powder can fly up in your face. And, I mean, I'm not trying to sound racist, but there's a bunch of weird oriental spices in here. I don't want them in my eyes because they might really burn. I didn't read the back of that ingredients packet. There could be chili powder in here, and having that in your eyes is not what you want to do, ever. Unless you're defending yourself via pepper spray, in which case, yeah, blind that bastard. Girl power. Alright, we're going to turn the heat to medium on that and let that start to boil. And then we're going to keep turning these peppers and onions occasionally. We're going to let them start to caramelize. They're starting to sweat right now. That's a good first step. Should buy a big-ass wok. Like they have in P.F. Chang commercials. That would look so cool.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't hurt.
Oh, God. Is there a P.F. Chang's around here?
Not that I'm aware of.
Damn it.
If there is, it's on the Illinois side.
Oh, hell no. I'll do a lot of things to get P.F. Chang's, but go to Illinois is not one of them. Absolutely not. Alright, so for the next one, it's actually going to be our first ever signature bone up the teeth cocktail. Zach, make the words appear like that with that magic you do. What I wanted to do was use something that came from a nickname of mine that was given to me in high school. I realized that my 3 favorite fruits, the mango, the orange, and the guava, all sort of condense into a nickname I had in high school. I'm not sure why. It was mangina. So what we're going to do is take some orange bits and mango chunks, dump them into this food processor. We're going to add a little bit of lime juice. Ah! Face, goddamn. And then a little bit of orange juice. Harder, Daddy. Need to do my grip exercises more. Ever since I quit porn, I don't have that death grip. Porn's bad for you. Don't watch it. Anyways, then we're going to add a little bit of lemon juice. And we're going to go ahead and blend that for a couple of seconds. Get it nice down into a sweet, sweet pulp. Actually, we're going to go ahead and fix my food processor because I definitely forgot to do it that way. Alright, cut for a second. Alright, you're not rolling for this, right?
I'm rolling.
Oh, god damn it. Fine. Alright, so here's how I think. No, right. Okay, got that. Sounds about right.
Maybe you had too much at once?
Yeah, it's about that. You should really keep the lid on. Otherwise it's bad for the machine and it might make it fly out. Detroit lid. Juice on my hands. Alright, we're gonna add some guava and mango punch. It's about $2 at Aldi. We're gonna turn it off because it was making a weird rumbling sound and that doesn't sound too kosher. Let's see, what next? Also not a planned recipe. So we got a nice little like froth here. Just dump all that into this bowl. Next up we got about 6 or 7 ice cubes. Because there's nothing better on a cold winter's night in February like a frozen cocktail. Dump in more of the guava juice. And then we're going to use a little bit, by Catholic school standards, of vodka. First off, you take the bitch cap off. Just a little bit of vodka. A little bit. Just a little bit. Think that's too much? Well, we'll figure it out. Shit, that's too much! Alright, cool. Now that it's all blended up, we're going to put that into the bowl. It's nice and chilly now. Alright, back to this. We're going to stir these up. They're getting brown on the bottom, so keep it moving. Perfect. These are about 2/3 of the way done. And the chicken down here is starting to really cook. Looks like while I was making that cocktail, I didn't stir it enough, so it's starting to cook down. I'm gonna dump in, there's a cure for this, you just dump in a little bit more chicken stock. I'm using a chicken stock, so it's not gonna dilute or cut the flavor down too much. I'm using the low sodium version because there's already a lot of salt in the chicken that you cook basic bitch style.
Yeah, we did really salt the hell out of that, didn't we?
You did. That chicken was like somebody with a nice watch in bad part of Detroit, because it got assaulted. All right, and stir that down, and that's gonna really reanimate it and take some of that crud off the bottom of the pan and put it back into a sauce. You're gonna keep it moving and then let that simmer down onto a low heat. Keep it warm and sort of gel down a little bit more. God, I'm stickier than a sexton at a Sunday school. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and just keep on whisking that. So we've got all the citrus, all the guava, all the mango, all that good stuff, and the vodka. And see how it tastes. Not bad. Cool, in that case, I'm gonna get my measuring cup, pardon me. Get 2 of these. Pour in half the ice that you were gonna crush into a smoothie kind of mixture, but you can't because you don't understand how a food processor works, even though you had a manual that you definitely lost. And we're gonna put about a cup of this, and then another cup into each. We should do a jungle juice episode.
Good.
My patented formula, voodoo juice. All right, so we have here 2 of these. I should have bought crazy straws. I'm sorry, Zach, I forgot. Here's yours. Bon appetit. Next, you're gonna open up the oven and check on the tortilla shells that you may have forgotten about. Let's hope they're not tostadas. Let's see. I have tiger neck. Oh, perfect. Good. I used corn ones instead of flour ones, so instead of getting immediately crispy, they got a little bit of a give to them. Like a cool stepdad. Like, yeah, he might buy you beer. Don't tell mom, though. Why am I saying this? I don't know anything about stepdads.
Yeah, you got 4 moms.
Or dads. Hey, 3. There were budget cuts.
All right.
Next up, we're going to take some of our purple cabbage, and we're going to slowly take that and then put that in the I'm blanking on the pan. It's a pan. The wok that is not a wok that I wish was a wok. And we're not going to cook the cabbage down all the way. We're just going to put it in so it's slightly steamy. Sort of like how the cabbage that they have in the lo mein noodles at a Panda Express is lightly cooked. You put that in towards the end, give it a little bit of a zest. But a nice color to it though. And then we're going to take some of our hipster heroin. Nice tight spiral. And then just a dab of La Choy sweet chili stir fry sauce in the middle. That's going to offset the salty and the savory tastes with a little bit sweet, like me. I'm kidding. Not sweet. I'm a hardcore hardened criminal. Pablo Escobar warns his kids about me. Wait, he doesn't. He's dead. I killed him. All right, now we're going to plate. We're going to take a plate with 3 taco skins. Then we're going to put a nice little dollop of Tso's chicken. Is this chicken good? So good. Humor. And then we're going to take a slightly larger bit of veggies and then not use all of it because we don't want to overload it. Otherwise it's going to be spilling out and I don't have enough skins left to make a bonus taco on the bottom of it. For those of you at home wondering, a bonus taco is when you get a big plate of tacos. You take an extra taco skin, you slide it onto the plate at the bottom. That way, as you eat your tacos, bits always fall out, right? Where do they fall to now? Onto the bonus taco skin. At the end of it, boom, free taco, you're welcome. Life advice.
Free taco. Didn't you make all the tacos to begin with?
Well, yeah, but if you're like buying them somewhere else, you can request a additional skin, maybe. Look, I don't know. It's a good idea. Fuck you. All right, I'm gonna make a plate for Zach in a second. But here you go. You have General Tso's chicken tacos with a mangina to sip on next to it. Mmm, delicious. There's a lot of sugar in there. You can't taste the copious amount of alcohol. Bon appetit.